question code forces of round hello 2023, the first round of in 2023, and question B of that contest. In this problem we have given the string, we have given a array s1 s2 s1 which we have to satisfy some condition for each element in integer number from different from 0. That means the any si which is not equal to 0, and for each pair of adjacent element which is their sum, for each pair adjacent pair the sum is equal to the whole array. For example, here we are given si not equal to 0 and for every I, and the condition, that means sum from s1 to n sn, that means the sum of whole array is equal to the sum of any adjacent pair. So we have to we have to determine, we have to construct that array. If not exist, then print no. So we have given the test case, and each test case we have given the size of the array, and we have to print yes if there exists answer, and print that array. If no any exist answer, then we have to print no. The value of si from negative 5000 to positive 5000, and any si value si not equal to 0. The several answers may be possible, that's why we have to print any of them. So we are given n is equal to 2, then our answer can be minus 1 once, because n is equal to, and the sum is equal to, total sum is 0, and adjacent 10 to value is sum is also 0. For n is equal to 3, we have no any possible array which adjacent sum is equal to the whole whole array sum. Whole sum of, for here we have given, here explain the both of the test case, and we see here in more detail. For example, here if we are taking here, simple idea of this problem is we have if n is even, then no problem, because if n is even then we have no problem. For example, any even value, we take a simple value like minus 1 1, again minus 1 1, minus 1 1. Here the sum of whole array is 0, and the any adjacent value, sum of any pair adjacent pair, that is minus 1 1 is 0. So this condition is always true. So if n is even, then we have no any problem, we can get the always answer. A problem is whenever here n is odd. For example, here when n is odd, then we have the problem and we have to find the solution. So let's say when n is equal to 5, when n is equal to 5, then we take s1 s2 s3 and s4 and s5. Then here in the given condition is s1 plus s2 is always sum of the whole array. Let's say capital S, sum of whole array is capital S. So, and that means thus any adjacent pair, let's say s1 plus s2 is equal to s2 plus s3, because and is equal to, similarly is equal to s3 plus s4, similarly equal to s4 plus s5 is equal to s1 plus s2 plus s3 plus s4 plus s5. then we try to make the sum, the mathematical formula. So and then accordingly we generalize the for every odd number. So let's say here s1 plus s2 is equal to s2 plus s3. That means here s1 is equal to s3. And similarly for in both of the equation we get s2 is equal to s4. And from this formula, from here this equation we get what s3 is equal to s5. And so similarly we now we compute from this equation and we try to generalize this formula. We try to send this formula into variable. So here s4 basically s4 equivalent to s5 s2. So here first we write s4 plus s5 is equal to, mistake here, s1 plus this equation, and we assign the equation into variable. So s4 s2 equivalent to s4, that's why we are writing s2, s5 equivalent to s3, and s3 equivalent to s1. So we are writing s1 is equal to s1 plus s2 plus s3 equivalent to s1. So here s1 s4 equivalent to s2. So s2 and s5 equivalent to s3, and s3 equivalent to s4. So here s3 equivalent to s1. So here s1, and then s1 plus s2 is equal to 3s1 plus 2s2. So 2s1 plus s2 is equal to 0. So s2 is equal to minus 2 s1. So we generalize here formula. Similarly so let's say s1 is equal to 1, then s2 become what, s2 become minus 2. So here now our for n is equal to 5, the value of s1 s2 s3 is 1 minus 2 1 minus 2 again 1. The sum of whole array is what, sum of whole array is 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 1 0 0 minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 1 minus 1. A sum of any adjacent pair is minus 1. So our condition is always true. Then we generalize this formula for n is equal to 7, because n is equal to 6 in here, and if n is equal to 6 then even, then we print according to this, and if n is 7 then we apply the method, this method. So if n is equal to 7 then we get something like that, 2 minus 3 2 minus 3 2 minus 3 2. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So here we get this. Similarly for n is equal to 7 we increase in 1 to 2 2 to 3 and decrease minus 1. So here minus 3, here minus 4. Similarly 3 minus 4 3 minus 4 3 minus 4 and 3. So we generalize this formula. This condition is always true, but n is equal to, whenever n is equal to 3 then answer is not exist. That's why when n is equal to 3 then print no. So we can see here we are taking input n, and we are checking if n is equal to 3 and then simply print no. Else if n is even, then print yes, and print n by 2 times minus 1 and 1. And if n is odd and more than 3, then we have to print yes, and according we are taking the s1 basically any, this is for here first s1 is equal to n by 2 and s2 is equal to minus here s1 n by 2 minus 1 here n by 2 here n by 2. You can see here if n is equal to 5 then 5 by 2, that is here integer division, so 5 by 2 is 2, 2 minus 1 1, then s1 is equal to 1 and s2 is equal to minus 2. Simply if n is equal to 7 then n by 2, if n is equal to 7 then 7 by 2, that is 3, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 and here minus 3. So simply this condition is this is generalized formula. So here we assign s1 is n by 2 minus 1 and s2 is negative of n by 2. Then we simply print. First we print if n is even, we are at 0 to n minus 1. When first we print s1 and then print s2. So if I is even then print s1 and if I is odd then print s2. And simply in the last we from this loop we print the all the value which all s1 s2 s3 to sn. And so here you can see when we run this, then you can see here ts minus 1 we are changing here. For example we are taking 5 and 7, then you can see here answer exists and you can see the array is 1 minus 2 1 minus 2 1 and whole sum of whole array is minus 1 and any adjacent sum of pair is minus 1. Here whole array sum of whole array is minus 1 and any adjacent pair sum is minus 1. So this answer is accepted. And now thank you.